You're an astronaut. I'm a lady with a rocket. Will you go to space with me? Or fall for the galaxy while we run away to the Middle East? You drop me off with strawberries on a bus to Tel Aviv. Never thought I'd fit right in a world I've never been. I wanna fly, forget the wind that's swaying me away from you. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend my life chasing the place that makes me happy. Will you join me for a bike ride through the English gardens? Absorb the history. This foreign place should be our fairy tale, right out of nowhere. We swirl around the castle where we claim the king and queen, and fly above the trees, up away. I wanna fly, forget the wind that's swaying me away from you. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend my life chasing the place that makes me happy. When you need time, or a little bit of air, you feel the planet spinning underneath your feet. Welcome to the Morning Song Show. I'm your host, singer-songwriter Haley Dreiss, and this is the show where I play a song for you live every weekday morning. And today is Friday. Happy Friday. Friday. We're here live every weekday at 8 a.m. Pacific time. Thank you for being here. I am so excited that we are closing the week with a little fun surprise. Usually on Fridays, if you're new, I do play a song every day, but on Fridays, I try to do something a little bit different, and I'm going to bring out my violin today, if that's cool. We're going to call this Fiddle Friday because we got a fiddle on our Friday, obviously. And if I'm not playing violin, I'm also trying to get my friends to come up and share their talents with me as well. So you may see a feature Friday in the future, and it could be a Fiddle Friday. So that's kind of how we're doing it these days. And as always, you can vote in my Instagram stories about which song or kind of vibe you want to hear on the show the day before. And today was really fun because it was violin related. So I asked you guys if you wanted to hear a piece that I composed on violin, or if you want me to freestyle or improvise. Very, very interesting question. I am excited to play a song that I've composed. But I'm really excited. There was some interest, though, that was expressed about improv and freestyling, making stuff up on the spot. So maybe I'll have to come back and do that for you guys if you're down. I'm just going to say hey to my friends, going to cheers you into the morning with the everyday mug of the day, the Morning Song Show mug. I've got one left in my store if you're interested. And cheers to acceptance, which we are talking about today, and closing out the week with. So here we go. I'm just going to say hi to my friends on Instagram first. Hi, Elisa. Great to see you as always. How are you doing today? And Mario. Hey, Mario. How's it going? Hey, Edgar. Hey, great to see you here. And I'm so glad that you have my albums now. This is so awesome that, we were able to coordinate it all the way over in Canada. Very cool. And Sassafrossiness. Hey, Kim. Nice to see you here as always. And yes, Mlkillin, Milkillian. Thank you so much for being here. And happy Friday to you too, Elisa. And Allison, hey, thanks for being here as always. Juan, what's up? Great to see you. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. It is Friday. And let's see, he says, good. Edgar says, good morning, Haley. Was listening to your friend Chelsea earlier this morning. Hi, Chelsea, if you want to join us this morning. Oh, that's amazing. I wonder, was she like live streaming as well? Or was she performing? Man, I need to keep up. You guys are on top of it. I love this. Thanks for listening to my friend Chelsea. And yeah, it's been really, I've had a lot of fun having her on the show, and she's been helping me making the show happen too. All right. And well, dang pro. Thank you for joining as well on Instagram. So we've got some friends on Periscope. Haley, nice to see you. Thanks for joining. And hey, Mike, I am doing well this Friday. Thank you so much for asking. I'm a little bit tired, but it was only because I was in the studio last night, and it's one of those things where you're like, oh yeah, I'm totally going to just like, write for like an hour and then I'm going to stop. But there's something about the creative brain that just doesn't stop. So we were up a little late last night. I'm going to get some sleep this weekend, basically. But if you want to check out the clip that I was writing, I'm really working strongly on the concept of album number 5. And you can go on my Instagram stories and check out the clip in the studio. It's just a rough draft, but I feel like it's going to be like the first track on the album, and it was a really exciting realization, and the whole concept I have behind it, and I can't wait to share it with you guys throughout, but thought it would be fun to share in my Instagram stories as well. David says violin show, and yes, you are right, David. Thanks for tuning in. David checked out my show yesterday with a little violin, so he knows what's up. And Jason says, hey Jason, how's it going? And, oh, Mike, you've already checked it out. Yay. He says 1998. Great sound. Thank you so much. Yes, there's, he's quoting one of the lyrics that I have, putting in the tape 1998. That's how we're going to start it, people. It's the album. So anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Oh, and Chelsea arrived. Hey, Edgar was just saying he was listening to your music, or he was listening to you this morning. What were you up to? Tell me. So acceptance. I want to know from you guys just a little bit, because I know like you guys are incredible and amazing, and you've been tuning in like pretty regularly this week, a lot of you. So for those of you who have been tuning in, I'd love to know your thoughts, because we talked about accepting all kinds of things this week. We talked about accepting the unknown, accepting a breakup, accepting ourselves, accepting pretty much everything I can think of in the form of a song. Well, not everything. And we also kind of talked about, like, I don't know, ways to approach those things. But I'm curious about two things. One, like, what were there any takeaways for you this week? Like anything that you were thinking about in your life this week, or like, anything you're comfortable with sharing. And any songs that you heard this week that you liked, or caught your attention, anything that you have as a piece of wisdom about accepting things, anything that you want to share. I'd love to know all of these things. Please leave them in the comments, and I'll go through them as we talk. But yeah, it's been a really great time accepting things. I think the one thing I'm still learning is all of them. I'm still learning how to accept all of the things that I talked about in the songs. No, but the one in particular I think that I would really love to grow more in is accepting the unknown. I think that would be, which I feel like I do a pretty good job at, because I'm always like doing things that I've never done before, like this show and new albums and stuff like that. But I just mean, yeah, like the mental shift behind it. I feel like I could do, I can grow in that area, and I would love to, accept more of the unknown. One of the things that we are going to go into the unknown are, something that I'm going to do today is I'm going to accept the unknown by playing you a piece from my quartet. And I've never played it in this way before. I'm really excited about sharing this with you. If you don't know, on this album, Astronaut, yes, Astronaut, we're going to come back full circle. I'm going to be playing the 10th song in the album, which is kind of the anomaly on this album, which is 9 Tales in 4 parts. And it is a string quartet that I wrote, which is very different from all the other songs. And I haven't had the opportunity to share it with you yet on the show. I thought it would be fun to do. But I wanted to just preface it with like why I decided to do this and also like what you can expect when you hear the track. Spoiler alert, I will be playing the track in the outro music, and it is a 9-minute quartet, but it is definitely something that if you want to have and appreciate after we delve into the details about, I think you'll really enjoy it. So you can stay for it as long as you like. But I'm going to play just a short segment on my violin of the piece today. And what I'm going to do is play little clips from it, like I mentioned. So 9 Tales in 4 parts. Let's talk about that. So there are 9 other songs that come before the 10th song, obviously. So those 9 tales in 4 parts, the quartet players. So in the quartet, you'll hear 2 violins, a viola, and a cello. And I think Lennon and I were writing together, like writing music, and it was really funny because I was like, why don't we just write a quartet? I feel like a lot of things happen like that. Oh, why don't we just do this? But then we really assess it and we're like, no, that sounds crazy. And this time I was like, no, actually, I think we should write a quartet. So Lennon helped me arrange this beautiful quartet, and we joined forces on this one, and it was really fun. I had some amazing players in Nashville play on the quartet in the recording on the album. People who've I know that the violinist and I met at the Grand Ole Opry at a gig that we were playing for the Gospel Music Awards, and he is an incredible session player. I know that he's played like for Michael Bublé and One Republic, Ryan Tedder, just a lot of different artists. And so anyway, my point is, it sounds amazing. Or their playing is amazing as well. And yeah, it was really fun. So the 9 tales are the 9 different strings of melodies. And so when I play the song today, I'd love for you to think about maybe if you know, of what song that is that I'm referencing. So I'm going to play the melodies from each song. And if you know the song, feel free to call it out. And if not, check out the comments and maybe someone knows. Or if not, I'll tell you at the end. It'll be like a little fun game we're going to play. So as I mentioned, it's a long quartet, so I'm just going to play a little bit. And before I get started, I just wanted to check in with the chat real quick. So let's see, we got... Oh, okay, cool. So Edgar says, Chelsea, he listened to some of your videos, and that's really cool. Yay, that's so awesome. Thanks for doing that. I am so glad, Chelsea. Yay. Got some promo. And let's see. She says, I'm doing a lot of custom songs for people right now. Yes, yeah, you're writing a lot of cool songs for weddings and all kinds of really exciting things. I love it. Erica, oh my gosh, it's a work party. My former coworkers are here and I love it. Aw, Erica, great to see you. Half spaced. Chelsea says, my mom just started singing Frozen as you were talking about Into the Unknown. That is amazing. Hi, Mom. It's great to see you. And yes, I totally would expect that. And I love it. Chelsea says, I love this track on your album. I show it to people all the time if they're in the car. That's really cool. I always wonder how people, like if people do play it or might receive it well, because it is so different on the album. It's this quartet, instrumental quartet. So I am so glad that you love it and that you're sharing it with other people. Elisa says, I love this piece so much too. Yay! Okay, so we've got love with it. Yay, thank you so much. Okay, so I'm going to dive in. Dirk says, I am what I am. My peace comes from my inside. I love that mantra, Dirk. Thank you for that. And yes, acceptance is inside. I absolutely agree. And I think a lot of the songs I played this week definitely reflect it. So are you guys ready to hear the quartet? All right. Let's do this. So I'm going to adjust the mic real quick. I want you to prepare by getting your violin emoji, and I know it's there. If you don't have a violin emoji, any music emoji will do, but you get bonus points. Well, you get bonus points two ways. If you use the violin emoji, and if you know what song I'm referencing in the melody, feel free to shout it out. And if not, we will find out the winner. So fun little game we're going to play now. Okay, so I'm just adjusting the levels. One moment, please. All right. I turned it down a little bit so you can hear the violin and it won't be so crazy loud for you. Yeehaw! Here we go. Got my volume back. Hi, guys. Oh, my goodness. That was so fun. Thank you so much for listening to that little different kind of side of me. That was 9 Tales in 4 Parts, which is a string quartet piece that I wrote that is a compilation of the melodies on my album. And if you want to catch all of the sounds, you can hear them. I'm going to play the quartet in just a moment in the outro music, but if you also would like to hear it on Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere in the world, you absolutely can. The best place to go is HaleyDraceMusic.com to find all of the things, and it's on this album, Astronaut, as I mentioned, and it is the 10th track because it's about the previous 9 songs. So hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoyed the melodies from it. And you know that today I am sporting my Haley Drace Astronaut. I'm like, where can I show you this? Haley Drace Astronaut t-shirt. Because it looks cute, right? They are currently available in my store as well as all of the albums, including the very last Morning Song Show mug. I was like, it's around here somewhere. The very last Morning Song Show mug on my website. Just wanted to let you know it's still there if you would like to grab one. If you are feeling inspired, already have the music, just want to support the show, there's absolutely no pressure, but you can always do so at my Venmo and PayPal links in my bio. And if you, 100% of it goes into the album recording. If you want to check out some of the things that I'm working on, feel free to check out my Instagram stories. I just posted the recording process in there. So I'm just going to hang out in the comments for a little bit, just for, a minute and say hello to anyone. So feel free to drop me a comment before we close out this amazing week about acceptance. And Dirk just gave us some great piece of advice of that peace coming from within. So I hope that extends with you throughout your entire weekend and throughout your entire life. Because acceptance, right? We need it. So I'm going to say, hey, let's see. So Dirk says, yes, hello. And, oh, nice. We have, is that Romanian? I need to know what language that is, but I cannot translate it. If you are able to speak English, definitely feel free to comment. Dan says, I listen to you on Spotify. Oh, that is so awesome, Dan. Thank you so much for your continued support and for checking out the show. And I am absolutely on Spotify. I'm so glad that you listen there. And Diane called it. She got some of the melodies from the song Astronaut. Yay! And thank you, Dan. I'm so glad that you appreciated that I did put that piece on the album. It means a lot. And let's see, someone asked, can we do song requests? That's a great question on Twitch. So if you go to my Instagram stories the day before, you can absolutely request. Well, there are a couple ways you can do that. One is you can go to my Instagram stories, check out my polls after the show in there, and you get to decide what song that you want to hear. I have an option of two things that you can choose from, and you can let me know and request what you would like to hear for the show the day before. Feel free to do that. It's super fun and we have a great time. If for any reason you just have a random request that you would like, feel free to just message me and we'll see how we can make that happen, whether that's on this show or on a different show or time that I live stream. So just let me know. Mike says, have a restful weekend and enjoy good and be safe. Thank you so much, Mike. You too. And it's been a pleasure having you on the show this week, having you tune in. And it's so great that you were able to hear the piece last night too. So very, very cool. Saying hey to my friends on Instagram before we head out. Thank you so much. Let's see. I've got, Christine Kosker. Thank you so much, Christine, for tuning in. Tom Sassafrasinus, thanks for the violins. The emojis are amazing. Obviously, that's one of my frequently used emojis because why not, right? And Sam Brodkin, what's going on, Sam? Hey, Vivian, Nell, how's it going? Nice to see everybody. Yes, we got C.A. Prap. Lita 10. Thank you so much for tuning in. Aw, amazing. Chelsea asked, are you doing evening shows? So that's a great question. If you guys have, well, right now I am on Periscope. So if you want to see me live stream more frequently, feel free to follow me on Periscope because I go live more often there. And at the moment, I am very consistent, obviously in the mornings, but in the evenings, when I'm feeling it, when we're in the studio, when I'm practicing a song, I'm up and live. And sometimes I'll play like a bunch of songs. I'll even take requests if I'm able to play the song that you want to hear. So feel free to pop on there, but I hope to extend that very soon. Now, next week, Monday, my plan is to have an Instagram live stream called Haley and Friends. So stay tuned for that. Monday evening, that is going to be something that I'm going to start doing. So my musician friends, feel free to reach out to me before the show, but I would love to have and feature my friends play a song. So if you would like to participate in this, let me know. And if you'd like to tune in, the plan is Monday evening from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific time. So just wanted to try that out. It's going to be just on Instagram. But yeah, anyway, follow, like, subscribe, all the things. And I'm just so glad that everyone could tune in. And hey, Natasha, thank you so much for joining. I know that Lennon says hey. And I'm just about to close out the evening, but you came at a perfect time because I'm about to play my quartet on the show. And thank you, Elisa, for tuning in as well as Mario. It's great to see you guys. Mom, you came in just in time. I was just telling Natasha that I am about to play my quartet in the closing outro music. So stay tuned for that. You're going to hear the full works. So have an amazing weekend, guys. See you on Monday.